Hi everyone. We're going to find the exact value of tan of 15 degrees and tan of 195 degrees using our sum and difference formulas. So basically, we don't have 15 degrees on our unit circle. So we're going to use our formulas here to help us find the exact value. And so what I can do is I can write tan of 15 degrees, and I like to keep it in quadrant 1 here. So I'm going to go small and go tan of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. All right, this would be like your alpha minus beta. So I'm going to use this formula here to expand this and find the exact value. So this will be tan of 45 degrees minus tan of 30 degrees divided by 1 plus, and then just copy those two down, tan of 45, but multiply. Now let's substitute our values based off our unit circle or values. So this gives us 1 minus square root of 3 divided by 3 divided by 1 plus 1 times square root of 3 divided by 3. Now we need our common denominator, and 1 times the square root of 3 over 3 is just square root of 3 over 3. So let's get that 1 out. It looks kind of funny. My common denominator for both of these is 3. So I can write this as 3, 3. I like to write over it. I'm going to write this 1 as 3 over 3. So that gives us 3 minus square root of 3 divided by 3 divided by 3 divided by 3 plus square root of 3 divided by 3. And, oops, let me put it all over 3. So all over 3. This cancels the 3, so we're left with 3 minus square root of 3 divided by 3 plus square root of 3. Now we can't have a radical in the denominator, so I'm going to multiply the denominator by the conjugate, which is 3 minus square root of 3. So if I multiply the denominator by that, I also have to multiply the numerator by that. All right, the denominator is pretty easy because this is a plus b times a minus b. That's going to give you a squared minus b squared. For this one, let's say a plus b times a minus b. All right, so that just gives you square your 3 squared minus square root of 3 squared. That's going to give us 9 minus 3 is 6. All right, now for the numerator, it's a little harder. You have to use your factoring facts. So we're going to be doing a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, because that's a minus b squared. So that's going to be, your a is 3, so 3 squared minus 2 times 3 times square root of 3 plus square root of 3 squared. Square root of 3 squared is just 3. So this is going to give me 9 plus 3 is 12 minus 6 square root of 3. Now let's go ahead and factor out 6 out of the numerator. That gives me 2 minus square root of 3 divided by 6. This cancels to save a little room here. So this would be your answer right here. All right, now we can do the same thing for the next one. Let's see what we can do for that. Usually when the number is large, like 195, I usually add. I mean, you could subtract as well. But I'm going to go ahead and add 135. I like the 45s for 10 because they're always 1 plus 60 degrees. All right, you can do different ones, but let's fill in our formula. We have a plus, so we're using this formula. We get tan of 135 degrees plus tan of 60 degrees divided by 1 minus tan of 135 degrees times tan of 60 degrees. Now substituting in our values, tan of 135 is negative 1 plus tan of 60 degrees is square root of 3. All right, and the denominator, we get 1 minus negative 1 times square root of 3. So this ends up giving us negative 1 plus square root of 3, and then 1 plus square root of 3. Now let's rationalize the denominator, because we have to, can't have a radical on the denominator. So the conjugate is 1 minus square root of 3. And in the numerator, you also have to multiply that by 1 minus square root of 3. So the denominator, again, is the easy part, because that's just your a squared minus b squared. So that's going to be 1 squared minus square root of 3 squared. That's going to be 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Numerator is a little harder, so let's FOIL that out. You get negative 1 plus square root of 3. Then we have plus another square root of 3. And then we have minus square root of 3 squared. All right. Now, this is going to end up giving us negative, this is 3. So negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. And we have 2 of these, plus 2 square root of 3. I'm going to go ahead and write this as negative 4 divided by negative 2 plus 2 square root of 3 divided by negative 2. And this is going to end up giving us 2 minus square root of 3. And that's your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.